You've optimized your calendar. You've batched your content. You've hired the assistant. You've read the productivity book everybody told you to read. And yet, you're still tired. You're still behind. You're still wondering why this is so hard when other people make it look so easy. Here's what I want you to hear from me today. You're not stuck because of strategy. You're not stuck because you haven't found the right tool or the right framework or the right business coach. You are stuck because of 3 specific stories you've been told are true. And you believe them. And they're costing you the business and the life you actually wanted. I'm Lauren Apple. I'm a scaling strategist for CEO parents, and I help business owners build companies that give them both profit and presence without missing the moments that matter. I'm the founder of Profit and Presence Co., a mom of 5 and a former pastor turned entrepreneur. Today, I am going to walk you through the 3 stories every CEO parent has got to stop believing. What they're costing you, where they come from, and exactly what to replace them with. Ready? Let's go. Story number 1. The story you're writing about other people is true. The story you're writing in your head about what other people are thinking about your business, about your work, about you is almost never true. I'll give you a recent example. Last week, I was driving home from my 14-year-old's awards ceremony. She was quiet in the car, thinking, quiet, and then she said something about another girl at the ceremony. What she thought that girl was thinking, what her face must have meant. I asked her how she knew. She didn't. She'd written the whole story in her head on the walk to the car. I do this in my business almost every single day. The lead who didn't reply, the client who went quiet, the team member who seemed off in the meeting, the DM that's been read but unanswered for 3 days. My brain writes the story. They're not interested. They're upset with me. They're working with someone else. They think I'm too much. They think I'm not enough. None of it is true. All of it is expensive. Here's what I want you to do instead. When your brain starts writing the story, force yourself to write a different one, a generous one. Have you ever heard the saying that generosity cannot exist where anxiety lives? Ed Milet talks about it all the time. If we focus on generosity and gratitude, anxiety fails away. Maybe the lead didn't reply because they are interested, they're just slammed. Maybe the client went quiet because they're processing, not pulling away. Maybe the team member was off because something hard is happening at home that has absolutely nothing to do with you. Some of those will be true, some won't. But choosing the generous story keeps you out of the trap and in the work that actually matters. Okay, that's story number 1. Story number 2, presence is the highlight reel. Story number 2 is the one I see CEO parents quietly beating themselves up about over and over again. The story that presence is the highlight reel. The field trip, the dance recital, the vacation, the perfectly plated dinner you posted on Instagram. You think being present means being at the magical moments. But real CEO parent life isn't just the magical moments. It's also the sick kid on a Tuesday afternoon, the kitchen sink that dies the week of your launch, the unexpected funeral, the school project you just found out about tonight, the 5 days that you spend prepping your house for a sale. You don't get to schedule those. Real presence isn't being there for the post-worthy stuff. Real presence is the kind of life and business where you can be there for the joyful things and the logistical things without your business falling apart while you're gone. Stepping away, it takes more than wanting it. It takes intentionality, clarity on what you want your life to look like, systems that flex with your seasons, support that doesn't collapse the moment you log off. That's the actual work behind being present. If your business only works when life cooperates, your business doesn't actually work. That's story 2. And story number 3, you're broken because the playbook doesn't fit. Story number 3 is the most expensive one. That the playbook is right and that you are broken. I spent 18 months following productivity gurus and business coaches before I admitted out loud that the advice wasn't working. Not because the advice was bad, because the advice was built for a person who isn't me. Wake up when it's still dark outside. Block 4 hours of deep work. Batch content all the time, 4-hour batching blocks. Hit the gym and do meditation and read productivity books before the kids even wake up. Single task, ignore notifications, take a sabbatical every quarter, go on vacation every quarter. Cool. I have 5 kids. My kids don't honor your systems. If you're a CEO parent who feels broken because the playbook doesn't fit, you're not broken. The playbook is. You don't need to follow the framework. You need to extract from it and customize the rest around your actual constraints. Your nap schedule, school pickup, kids' activities, your spouse's unpredictable shift, the week that you and your whole household is sick. The frameworks that work are the ones you bend to fit the life you actually have, not the life some guru is performing on Instagram. You don't need more discipline. You need a model that respects reality. That's story 3. Here's the thing I want you to do today. If any of those landed, I want you to do one thing this week. Grab our free anchor audit. It's a 1-page worksheet, takes you about 5 minutes, and it walks you through naming the stories you've been believing, the anchors that actually hold your life, and the tasks you need to stop carrying. The link's in the description below. And if you want to do this work deeper with me live with other CEO parents in the same season, every 6 weeks I run a free activation session. The next one drops in mid-July. You can register early on the link below. If you're past the workshop stage and you're ready to rebuild a business model around the life you want, that's exactly what I do inside my one-on-one strategic coaching at Profit and Presence Co. We don't just talk strategy, we implement it. We take crazy action. I close my laptop at 4 p.m. every day. I go to every soccer game. I'm there when my kids get home from school. I take afternoon walks with my family. None of it is luck. All of it is the result of refusing to believe the 3 stories I just walked you through. You can stop believing them too. Cheering you on. Thanks for watching. See you next week.